Super Bowl week tradition here on the Valley today. A friendly competition. Well, somewhat friendly competition anyway.
Sometimes it's kind of dirty and nasty, but we're just having fun. The Valley Today Dip-Off is this morning, but first, we have Christy Larson live in studio with another dip you can make this weekend. We all brought in our amateur recipes,
You're right.
You have the expert with you.
Right, that's right. We have Chef Ian Barry here with us this morning, and so I'm sure your dip is probably going to be way better than ours. We're not going to put it in the competition because of that.
I didn't enter the competition because I didn't want to get embarrassed.
So we're making a black bean hummus now,
Yeah.
so you just threw in some beans.
Threw in some black beans. That's the traditional size of can is 15 ounces, so I did 2 of those. We have a couple of tablespoons of garlic here. It's not really hummus without garlic, in my opinion.
Okay.
We've got a little bit of salt here. I call it a healthy pinch. I don't really measure the salt necessarily. Again, a couple tablespoons of lemon juice.
All right.
A little bit of brightness. And actually, this recipe is vegan. I usually don't allow that word in my house, but I accidentally did it once. So there's some cumin here as well. This is a neutral salad oil. I throw in equal parts of a neutral oil and an olive oil.
Okay.
Extra virgin olive oil sometimes tends to be a little bit assertive, so I don't like to use full strength, I guess. I want the beans and the garlic and the cumin to all come through. So we're just gonna buzz this up for a little bit.
And then too, if I don't have because this is a food processor.
Yeah.
If I don't have one of those, how else could I mix it?
You could use a blender, or
Okay.
what we always say in the industry is you could do rustic. You could just use a couple of forks and mash it up a little bit. Rustic, of course, means looks like crap. So if you want a chunky black bean hummus,
Right.
it'll taste just as good. It just doesn't present
It will
as
be
nice.
just a little different texture than what
Exactly.
it is in the food process.
And you know what? And sometimes, rustic is a little bit better because, you kind of get it driven home a little bit more what all is in your recipe, and you'll actually get to see and taste and feel the texture of the beans instead of just having a straight up puree. Normally I would garnish this with a little bit of Italian parsley or like red pepper or something like that to make the colors pop. It doesn't exactly look all that appealing like this, I guess, but it's
I'm
delicious.
sure it will taste delicious, and we do have the recipe up already online in valleynewslive.com. And Kyle and Lisa, our guest judges, on their way over. We have some former NDSU football players who are going to be doing the taste testing this year. Keeping it fair, we got 2 of them coming up in just a little bit.
Go Bison.
Go Bison. Did we make food dips that football players like? I hope so.
I've tried to.
We know the judges. Thank you, Christy.